everyone, it's Ms. Kim. Today we are drawing a butterfly as requested by Miss Olivia Herman, who is in Tennessee. Olivia is very, very talented and she has been following the show and requested that we do a butterfly. So today I have picked a blue morpho butterfly, which are these gorgeous, big, beautiful butterflies. And we get to work with some blues today, and we get to draw an insect. And I'm so excited because bugs are my absolute favorite. So let's get started. We are using some blues. I have a light blue. I have a medium blue. And then I actually have a purple, which is kind of going to be our bridge from blue to black. So we're going to go from like the darker blue to purple to black, just to add some dimension to our shading, so we're not just using one color along with black and white. And we do have our black and white with us as well today. These are kind of our staples with colored pencils, black and white. White's really great for shading, and black we're going to be drawing in our lines. So anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to flip you around here. Perfect. All right. So we are drawing a blue morpho butterfly. So we're going to start with the body of the butterfly. And actually, the body of the butterfly comes in 3 parts. So we have the head, which is kind of like a boxy circle. And then it has the 2 eyes on either side of the head. So we're going to draw just little circles on each side of the head here. And then we're going to start up with the antenna. Just get that out of the way really fast. Uh-oh. It looks like we have some other bugs joining us today, if you heard that buzzing behind me. All right. So we're going to draw one antenna coming up from the head. And then we're going to draw an antenna on the other side. Nice work. And then from below the head, we're going to start with the thorax and then the abdomen. This will be the entire body of the bug here. It's just that the body of the bug is split into 3 different parts. So we have the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. So let's draw the thorax here. There we go. And then we're going to draw the abdomen below it. Very, very nice. And if you're just joining us today, we are drawing a blue morpho butterfly. There are these big, beautiful blue butterflies. So, all right, so now that we have the body of the butterfly, hi John, the body of the butterfly and the antenna. Hi Charcy, hi Olivia. Olivia just joined us. She is the young lady who we are dedicating this drawing to today because she requested a butterfly. We're doing a blue morpho butterfly. So right now we have the body of the butterfly and we have the antenna. All right, so where do we go from there? Well, we go towards the wings. Every butterfly has 4 wings. It might look like there's just 2, but there's actually 2 on each side. At the top, there's going to be a larger wing, and at the bottom, there's going to be a smaller wing. All right, so let's start. Just because I'm right-handed, we're going to start from the left and move over. So with the one wing, we're coming off the body here. We're coming off the thorax, which is the center part of the body on the butterfly, on this bug. We're going to come up, and it's going to be a little bit of a curved line. So we're going to come up and make the first wing. And then it's going to flatten out. So around this area, it's going to flatten out and move to the left a little bit. And then we're going to come down and make sort of like a loop. And then we're just going to leave that right there, because what we're going to do then is we're going to mirror it. We're going to go to the other side of the body of the butterfly, do the same thing. It doesn't have to look exactly the same because butterfly wings aren't the same from left to right, kind of like your eyebrows. If you look at your eyebrows in the mirror, you can see they look similar, but are they exactly the same? No, they are not. Because nothing is in nature is perfectly symmetrical. So we're going to make another curved line here, and we're going to go to the right this time and come down a little bit and make a little bit of a curve at the end. Very, very good. All right, so let's go back to this wing over here. We're gonna come down, but we're gonna make some little like bumps along the way, okay? So we're gonna start from where we left off with this wing, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just tiny little mountains, so like back and forth, kind of a squiggly line. And then 4, and that's going to be a bigger line at the bottom. That's going to be a bigger bump at the bottom. So we have a big bump, little bump, little bump, little bump, large bump, and then we're going to draw this line back in towards the body of the butterfly. And then guess what we're going to do next? Yep, you are right. We're going to make it the same exact thing on the right side. So we're going to go little bump, little bump, little bump, and then a big bump, kind of to match this top one at the bottom. And then we're going to pull this line right back in to the center of the body, the center of the butterfly. And now, what do you think we're going to do? You're right, we're going to start with the 2 bottom wings, which are smaller than the top 2 wings on a butterfly. So each butterfly has 2 wings on each side of its body for a total of 4 wings. So we're going to go out a little bit to start this 3rd wing at the bottom here. So kind of like right underneath where this bump is. John, I didn't, but I did empty my pencil sharpener today, so check it out. All right, so where this last bump is, this bottom bump is on the butterfly wing, we're going to start the bottom wing, and we're going to come off it at a little bit of an angle, and then draw down. And it looks like this butterfly might have a little bit of an indentation here, a little bit where it might have grown funny or lost its wing. So we're going to draw that in because you know what? Imperfections add character. So let's draw that in and then just keep going. We're going to go 1 bump, in, 2 bump, in, and up. Very nice. And that's the thing about butterflies is that their wings are not smooth. They have different bumps and shapes that align with at least smooth looking. They have different bumps and shapes that align with the different structures and veins on the butterfly. So what's next? What are we going to do next? Yep, you guessed it. We're going to go to the right and draw this bottom area. So we're going to come off this wing, do the same exact thing. And we're going to make a bump, bump, come in a little bit here, then come back out. A little bit of a bump, little bit of a bump, and again, these don't have to look exactly the same because it doesn't look exactly the same on a real butterfly. We're going to connect these lines from the body, the abdomen of the butterfly, down. Okay, so there we have a basic outline of a blue morpho butterfly. So let's get to the inner workings of this. And actually, butterfly wings might look simple, but there is a structure. There are veins that allow them to fly and to perform other tasks. So we're going to get into that a little bit now, and it's going to allow for a little bit of authenticity with your butterfly drawing. Okay, so let's go back to this left wing here. We're going to go left to right. We're going to start from the thorax of the butterfly, and we're going to draw a line inside this first line that kind of mirrors it, and we're just going to draw up, up, all the way, keep it going, and it's sort of going to end at this outer bump here. And actually, while we're doing that, let's just go on the right side of the upper wing and do the same exact thing so that it is fresh. It is fresh, fresh in our minds. Yeah! All right, and we're going to take it to the top of that first bump there. Very, very nice. All right, so about halfway through this inner line, we're going to make 2 little marks because we're going to come out straight here and then do a little curve of a line that's going to take us to that first indentation. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to come out a little bit with this line and do a curve. We're going to do a curve on this. to this first indentation here. How is yours looking? And then from this indentation, we're going to see this little, like where these lines join, where they coalesce right here. We're going to draw a third line in between those lines. I know, it's getting crazy. So we're going to draw another curved line that's going to take us to the center of that bump. Nice work. And on the other side, exactly the same. Nice work. All right, so we're going to come down here to the bottom of this line that we drew, right in the center of the thorax, each side. And we're going to do a diagonal line that comes up. It has a little bit of an indentation right there. And we're going to do the same thing here. A little bit of a line that comes up. We're drawing in the veins of the butterfly so that it is structurally sound, structurally significant. And from the tops of these lines here, we're going to take our pencil and draw out in a curve to the outside of the wing. Very nice. And let's do this on the other side while we're at it, while it's fresh in our brains. Very, very, very good. Now let's come down this line a little bit that we just drew, this diagonal line. We're going to start another line that's going to come right out. Woo! Same way. And then again on the other side. Perfect. And guess what we're going to do next? Because it's not over. We're going to do 2 more lines on each wing off this line. So let's move down just a little bit more. Take a tiny bit of a curved line straight to the edge of that wing. Bam! Perfect. Straight to the edge of that wing. Look at that. Your butterflies are looking so good. I can't wait to see them. Now where we started this line at the base here with the thorax, we're going to draw a line that's going to take us all the way out at the very bottom to this bump here. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. And it looks like right now we have all the major veins worked out at the top part of the butterfly. How is yours looking? I'm so excited to keep going on this butterfly with you. All right, so if the top part of the wings, these big wings, have veins, what does that mean? That probably means that the bottom wings have veins as well, right? So let's work that out right this second and we'll get going. So there's a little bit of a U that we draw, like kind of a flat U on either side of the body here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start at the base of that U. After we draw those in by the thorax, we're going to come down past the abdomen and take a line right to the outside of that wing. And then we're going to do the same thing on the outside of this wing. Very good. We're going to start in between where this U ends and this line starts. So go right in between, right there. Here, I'll get a close up. Right there and there. Very, very nice. So we have our markers. We're going to start a little line out like that on each side. Nice work. With this line, we're going to come down, draw a line down on each side that's sort of mirroring this line, this structure here. And we're just going to keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling until we get to the end of the wing. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling until we get to the end of the wing. Very nice. Now where this sort of bends a tiny bit, right there, we're going to take this line and make like, this is going to look like an upside down V right there. So we're going to make those lines. And then with this line, we're going to come down, 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 down to the end of the wing. And then on this side, we're going to go down, 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 down to the end of the wing. We're going to start with this other line right here. And we're going to make more of a curve, but we're still going to come down, 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 down to that wing. We're going to make more of a curve, but we're going to come down, 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 down to that wing. All right, how is your butterfly looking so far? Again, please send me pictures because I love to see them. Almost done, and then we're going to start coloring. So, we're going to go back in between these little spaces here. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right here. Very nice. We're going to start another line coming out from that area, and it's going to go more straight. Very nice. And then on the other side, it's going to be a little more straight Very nice. And then we're going to split this line, okay? So we're going to make a curved line that goes to the end. A curved line that goes to the end. We're going to go up and make like a cup shape with that line. Still coming off the same point here. There we go. And then we're going to do one more. This is crazy, I know. So we're going to take this line out, come down a little bit, and then do one more cup shape off that curved line. Cup shape, cup shape. Very, very nice. How is your butterfly looking? I hope it's looking wonderful. I know it is. All right, let's start coloring in with black colored pencil, because that's where we're going to start. And actually the blue Morpho butterfly has like a blue or a black mat kind of all the way around the wings. So watch what I'm doing here. We're going to start at the top, and all these lines are going to pretty much be curved, and they're going to go curve, stop, depending on when we hit the next line. So curve, stop. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So we're going to go black line, curve, stop at that line. Curve, stop. Curve, stop. Curve, stop. Curve, stop. Curve, stop, and then out. On the other side, what are we going to do? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go curve, stop, and then curve, stop at this line, curve, stop. Sounds like curb stop. All right, and then curve and stop. So we have a little bit of a frame going around the top two wings. And if there's a frame going around the top two wings, is there a frame going around the bottom two wings? You betcha. So let's do the same thing, but on the bottom wing. We're going to go curve, stop, curve, 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 curve. Perfect. And now on this side, same thing. Curve, stop, curve, stop at the line, curve, stop at the line, come down and around, curve, stop. Great. Good job. Now, let's get to color. This is a color. This is blue. It's kind of a medium blue. So, let's start where we drew these curved lines. On the inside of these curved lines on the butterfly's body, we're going to start a little darker, and then as we get closer to the body of the butterfly, so we're starting at the edge of the wings. Once we get close to the body of the butterfly, we're going to get lighter. So we're going to go dark, 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 and you can fill in these shapes like one by one to light. Dark, 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 dark. To light. Nice work. And again, we're going to go dark. So lay into the blue a little bit more on the edges of the wing. But as we meander, as we travel to the body of the butterfly, we're going to get a little lighter. And we'll get dark here and here for contrast in a second. But right now, let's just focus on, we're going to go dark here and then lighter, lighter, lighter as we hit the center. And we're going to color in all these shapes, which is actually kind of fun, and it's actually kind of rewarding. Are you having fun? I hope that you are. All right. So dark, 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 and then going a little lighter with the shading. And guess what we're going to do on the other side, you guys? Same exact thing. We're going to go dark, 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 dark blues, which just means if you want darker blue here and lighter blue here, you just press down harder with your pencil here. And then just get a little bit lighter. So we're going to press down here, then get a little bit lighter as we go in. I'm just in a very singy mood today, guys. All right. Color in this shape. Dark, 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 dark. And getting a little lighter. Dark, 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 dark. And again, this is a blue Morpho butterfly, and the butterfly was requested by Olivia Herman. She's a very talented young lady in Tennessee. And hopefully we will get to see her drawings today as well. Light, 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 light. And the dark, 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 dark. And going lighter, 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 lighter. Very, very nice. All right. So if we have this top part sort of colored in, what do you think happens to the bottom part? Do we color in that blue as well? Do we follow the same system? You betcha. So we're going to go dark. And then go lighter as we move in. And it doesn't have to be perfect because butterfly wings aren't perfect. Nothing in nature is perfect or symmetrical. So we're going to move in and we're just coloring in the spaces in between these butterfly veins. And these butterfly veins are, and representing them in the drawing, are what help us make a really, really realistic butterfly. There we go. Perfect. And then this one we leave empty for now because that's actually going to get colored in black, same as this one. So when you're coloring in the bottom lines or the bottom wings, make sure to leave the two closest spaces near the body uncolored for the moment. So we're going to just quickly do this over here. Very nice. And then we're going to get these last few sections of the wing here. Very, very good. Color up, 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 up. So then we have this colored in where it goes dark to light, but here's the curveball. When we get closest to the body, we're actually going to color in, go back and color a little bit darker, because the wing gets darker again once it gets closer to the inside of the butterfly's body. So it goes dark and then light hits it the most here, and then it gets dark again closest to the body. And we're leaving these little U shapes empty for now as well because they're going to get colored in a different color. It's nice in art to understand something structurally, to understand the lighting of something, to understand how to do it the way it looks in nature before we go ahead and just do it however we want. Because like I've said, there are no wrong answers in art. There are just different ways of doing things. All right, so how does your butterfly look? We have it darker near the body, darker near the outside of the wings, and then we come in lighter. So let's take this really awesome color. It's like a sea blue, like a sky blue, and we're going to shade. So we're going to go over the blue that we already made, and we're going to like blend it just a little bit. Okay, so it's going to give us a nice, smooth, happy color. And this can go pretty quickly. We don't have to like stay here all day because we still have to get to our purple. But if you want to just go to give it a once over, give it a once over pass. Just to help blend. And we'll go do this other wing. And you can see if I close in, you can see how when you blend, it kind of gets rid of like all those empty white spots that are left over from coloring with the colored pencil. So it just helps to blend those colors. Very, very nice. And I've been coloring up and down, but you can go front to back, like sideways like that as well. Might make it a little quicker, a little easier. Miss Kim's pencil's running out again. Okay, let's move on to our purple. And purple is going to be the last color we use before we go back to black. So on the very outside of these lines, on the outside of the wing, we're just going to add this for a little bit of color. And we're going to do the same thing on the wing, on the body, like closest to the wing, closest to the body of the butterfly. Sorry, I misspoke there a little bit. So that helps us blend and shade and gives us some nice color. And we can go over these lines a little bit as well too if you would like. Just here and there. Very, very nice. So when we add this little bit of color with the purple, which is a color that's sort of a bridge from blue to black, it gives us a different dimension. It looks more realistic. It looks more 3D. It really makes an image pop. And you can even tell by the little bit of color, the little bit of purple that I've added to the blue on this side, how much nicer that looks than the other areas that we have not shaded. Hi, Colby. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's just go over this other side really quickly. And if you'd like to continue doing this on your own and shading it in more detail, please feel free. I will have this video posted on my timeline in perpetuity. So anytime you would like to go back and access any of my videos, any of my instructional drawings, you sure can do that. And then you can pause at any point if you need any help with anything or need to take a little bit more time, because even I don't draw this fast usually. I tend to take a lot of time with my artwork. It tends to be a very slow process. All right, so we're going to come full circle back to black because, and I'm sharpening if you can hear that. So we just got nice and sharp. We're going to come full circle because the body of the butterfly is black. We're going to color that in. And remember, there's three parts of the butterfly. There's the head, which has the eyes, which hold the eyes. And then the head, off the head comes the antennae. And then we have the thorax in the middle and the abdomen. So even though all these parts are connected, they're very distinct shapes. All right, so we have that colored in. And then everything that we have left white on the outside of the butterfly, of that framework, we're going to color in with black. Very nice, and just quickly shading, coming down the outer edge of the wing. Very nice. I always tend to make like the outside of the wing like a little darker, just because it looks framed and it looks really nice that way. All right, so let's come down here and we're going to color in this part of the butterfly as well. Because if we colored in the outline on the top, we're going to color in the outline on the bottom, right? And then these two shapes that we left empty, and then these little U's now get colored in black as well. All right, let's color in these guys down here. Let's head back up this way. Very nice, coloring this outline. You got it, you got it. And don't forget to send me your photos of your drawing today, because I'm sure they all look amazing. So we're going to color this, and then we're going to come down with this black colored pencil, filling in the white outline that we sectioned off earlier. Very nice. And then we're going to head back in this way, color in this big guy shape right here. And there we have our blue Morpho butterfly. Great work, you guys. All right, we're going to sing a song about what we learned today with some butterfly facts. So let me flip you around. There we have our blue Morpho butterfly. I'm so proud of everybody for sticking with me. So let me flip you. Hi, hold on. Technical difficulties. I lost you for a minute. Hi! I hope everyone had fun drawing today. We're going to sing a song about what we just learned. It's called the Butterfly Song. So let me get ready. And here we go. Oh my, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. How does it even exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. I'm a butterfly. What do I do? Lay eggs on leaves with special glue. Eggs become caterpillars for a while. Then we shed our skin, do it with style. Oh my, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. How does it even exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. Oh my, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. How does it even exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. We find a safe space to crystallize, then we emerge as butterflies. Butterfly wings aren't often pale. They're made of tiny, bright color scale. Oh my, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. Oh, has it even exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. We seek out nectar in the flowers we eat. We have taste receptors upon our feet. We seek out nectar in the flowers we eat. We have taste receptors on our feet. On our feet. Oh, oh. My, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. Oh, how does it exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. Oh my, take a look at this. It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. How does it even exist? It's a chrysalis, it's a chrysalis. I'll see you guys Monday when we draw a giraffe. Thank you.